here from the Safeguarding Association, and I thought I'd come on and have a conversation because I haven't done this for a while. And I've been kind of mooching, having a nosy, seeing what's going on, and having conversations with lots and lots of people about safeguarding at a strategic level and what's happening in terms of audits and reviews. And I've been having a bit of reflection around all of that. And I wanted to share what has struck me in relation to those conversations and those observations. And it's this, that I think we are at a point within the higher education sphere that if we're not careful, safeguarding is going to disappear into a bit of a void. And I say that not because operationally it isn't happening, because there is huge amounts of work happening operationally for safeguarding to improve practice. But I say that because over the last probably 6 months, there's been a bit of a trend with the organisations that I talk to. And that trend is, by way of trying to improve compliance, by way of trying to improve where safeguarding sits at a strategic level, it seems to be moving into places like audit and risk, places like the health and safety arena. And whilst on the face of it, that may seem like a sensible thing to do, there are some potential pitfalls with this. And that comes hand in hand with what I'm seeing at an operational level. So operationally, what I am seeing is some incredible moves in practice where there are lots of trainings being sought, where there's lots of information being shared, where there are lots of jobs I'm seeing across the various sectors around safeguarding officers, safeguarding support staff, safeguarding professionals for events, for a whole range of different spaces where they perhaps have otherwise been very minimal, if non-existent. I'm also seeing greater awareness around safeguarding for summer schools and for under 18s on campus. There are even some conversations around safeguarding stretching to postgraduate level, which I think is a really good thing. And I'll talk more on that on another occasion. So lots of really good stuff happening operationally. But what I'm seeing happen strategically is to try and align where it sits. Lots of organisations have made the decision that safeguarding strategically needs to sit within an audit and risk type proper place, a kind of audit and risk type committee. And I get it. I understand why there is a view that we need to have proper oversight, and I'm with you that there needs to be proper oversight. But this comes with a massive caveat, and that is wherever you move that oversight to, you have to be assured that those who now have oversight understand what they are overseeing. Because it's all well and good having people with very big job titles in very senior positions with lots and lots of responsibility, then having the additional responsibility of safeguarding. But if they don't understand what safeguarding is, then it's lost in that sphere. And the challenge, the assurance, the compliance checks that need to happen at that strategic level can all start to fall and soften, because if nobody really understands what's happening at that level, and there's a mega reliance at strategic level, at operational level, then you can find yourself in a really um, difficult situation where essentially nobody is accountable for the decisions that are being made. And nobody is truly accountable for the overlap, the oversight, the commissioning, the non-commissioning of work or audits or all of those things, because there's an over reliance from senior members of staff that operational staff know what they're doing, and vast majority of time they're incredible. But there's also a reliance that from the operational staff, the strategic staff know what they're doing. And that's not always the case. That's not always the situation. And that can lead to some really challenging situations, and not necessarily at the time, but can lead to challenging situations after an incident when the hard questions are being asked. So, my, I guess, call to action, as it were, for you today is we're in a pre exam period. There'll be lots of people thinking about next academic year and plans for the summer and whether summer schools, international schools, all of those sorts of things going on. So, my call to action to you today is this. Are you, if you are in that strategic oversight position, how confident are you that you truly understand, one, what safeguarding means for your institution, and two, what information means when it's shared with you? Because if you don't understand one or other of those, or possibly both, then that can leave your organisation at enormous risk at either a present date or potential future date, because you can't ask the right questions or better questions to understand and to be confident that the institution is protected. So if this is you, and there's absolutely no shame in this, because heaven knows this sector is moving quite considerably right now. But if this is you, if you're there thinking, do you know something? I don't think I am as confident about this as I should be, or I'm not sure I really understand where this is, there are a couple of things you can do. One, have some beginner humility and talk to your operational lead. So talk to your DSL at operational level and get some understanding from them. And two, send me an email. Let's have a conversation. Let's see where you're at. Let's see what information that you already hold. And then let's look at whether or not there does need to be any additional help, support, guidance, mentoring that you may want or need in order to get you where you want to be. So that's my challenge. Have a really critical look about where you think you are with this, and then go and ask those two questions. One, go and talk to your operational DSL with a bit of beginner humility. And secondly, if that's not possible, or you're not getting the answers you want or need there, then send me an email and let's have a conversation and let's get you where you need to be in order to best protect your organisation. There is absolutely nothing wrong in saying, do you know something? I need to know more information here to make the decisions that I need to make to protect this institution as part of my role. And I would be more than happy to help you along that process so you are making better decisions and better defensible decisions for your institution.